It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Desean Watson and the Houston Texans.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Kiki QT on the return.
Now comes two-time Pro Bowler Desean Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Desean Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 43.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's going to try and take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Good sizable run there by Desean Watson on the RPO.
That's in his DNA as a quarterback. He's been doing that since high school. He understands the RPO game as well as any quarterback in the league, and he makes excellent decisions. And when he takes off and goes, his team's pretty happy about it.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Makes the score Texans 3, Chiefs nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Here comes Patrick Mahomes leading out the defending champions. And Patrick Mahomes, of course, the Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Desean Watson sacked. A fumble on the play.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
The end result, 21 yards.
The City Chiefs. First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, he still had 9 sacks on the season and was an absolute beast during the playoffs.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
The ball carrier.
From 17 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Desean Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Desean Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year. In the divisional round, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Watson, he's going to do it himself. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Watson's pass.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a first down.
Now these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City. Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 10, Chiefs nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's the option. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Williams, the ball.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tonight's game, the first of 256 to be played in the 2020 season, we hope. And then, of course, we'll have 13 more in the playoffs this year. Remember, that's 2 more than has been played in the past, as one more wild card team from both the AFC and the NFC will get a shot to play for a berth in Super Bowl 55 out in Tampa.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Taken down at the 40.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Anthony Hitchens.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What is that?
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. To Johnson again. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first. And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 27, Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
4 yards.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 12.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense set to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's a gain of 8.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Kansas City Chiefs. A big gain on the play brings up 2nd and goal to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Butker now to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Desean Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And on for the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they'll take a one-point lead here in the second. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as that promises to be a tight one. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals taking on the LA Chargers. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. In the game you're watching is Desean Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead as we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Mecole Hardman. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Mecole Hardman.
Come on now, come on!
He will take this all the way.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now here's Mahomes, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
Operating from the gun. Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And he's been effective, and they're winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well, but how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent, and of course the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well, and right now he's the focal point of it.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
Damian Williams.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 13.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Complete to Kenny
Catch
Stills.
there by Kenny Stills, and he joined Houston last season and showed once again, as he has shown throughout his career, he can be a very reliable, good complementary receiver.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Von Thornhill on the tackle.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 7-yard line.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Chiefs 25.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Tyreek Hill.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
J.J. Watt up.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Again, it's Johnson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made it.
None of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Desean Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Texans.
Watson now to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
They go back to the ground with Johnson.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. At the Chiefs.
Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And the kickoff for Houston.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Number 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
McKinney on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Watson. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
He'll throw from the gun.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Now Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
A quick slant to Hill.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So at 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Desean Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Good.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4.
Kansas City.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
On the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks. And it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
16 yards.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And the Texans 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
To Brandon.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
4 yards.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Now it's Mahomes again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A first down carry here for Johnson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.